Hey everyone, it's Terry here. I wanted to do a process video for my bullet journal for February and just kind of show everyone how I planned out the journal for the month. So I hope you enjoy the video and please let me know if you have any questions. Alright, so here I'm just flipping through to the beginning of January, and I'm just kind of copying how I set that up, and I'm just testing my pens that I want to use for February. The 3 months I have on the side, I kind of color coordinate. So February, because of Valentine's Day, I use a pink pen. For March, St. Patrick's Day, I use a little green pen. And then my birthday's in April, so that's kind of a free-for-all, and purple's my favorite color, so I'm going to use purple pen. And then I grab my black pen that I used for most of the headers and stuff. And I think that's a Pilot something or other, I'm not really sure. I ran out of this one too. I used another one when I did my January spread. And then the colored pens are just the Staedtler pens, that little pack of them I have up on the top of the screen there. And now I'm just going to be flipping to my first blank page after January and just copying over the months there. So it's going to be February, March, and then April. I like having that 3-month spread. It kind of has, but it's beneficial as far as future logging. I don't have a lot of stuff to log for future dates. But the things that I do, or like birthdays that I didn't know about, but now maybe want to track, I add to that as well. So I'll let the February bit play a little bit, and then I'm just going to fast forward to the end so you don't have to watch me do all 3 months, because it is really the same process for each month. So this is the finished 3-month view on that left side there, and I just logged the dates that I budget and some holidays that are coming up, and that's about it. And then now I'm going to go into doing the overview for February, so you'll watch me do that. And I'm doing, I guess, a pink theme for throughout February, so I have a variety of the pink shades, red and like a purple, that I'll be using to do that. So now I'm just going to go through and add the dates and the days of the week on that left side of the February overview. For whatever reason, I started doing the days of the week first, and then I realized that's not going to work because I don't know how many I should put. So I started going around the right side and doing the actual days of the month instead. So at the bottom there, I am including a key for myself, just a little color coordination so I know what, at a quick glance, what is what for each day. So I use a green dot for any time that I don't have to work or get off work early. I have a blue dot, I think, for holidays, a purple dot for birthdays, and a pink dot for any appointments or events. And to write out the key and make the dots on the overview, I am just using those Tombow dual brush pens. Alright, so now that the February overview is done, I'm going to get working on the February blog tracker. And in January, I just kind of made it on a whim, and I didn't really plan it out or decide how I wanted to lay it out. So I thought about it for February, and I realized like the landscape style is a bit better for the tracker. So I'm just kind of mimicking how I do the January tracker. And so I'm just going to set it up to be able to track what I need to track. So I'll have the days of the week that I regularly post, the blog name, and if I did the draft of the post, and if I scheduled it, and then if I've done the next month's draft, and so on. And I think it's just going to be a lot easier, and I'm not going to have a bunch of like wasted space. Like on the January tracker, I wrote it out that portrait style, and I just ended up doing every day of the month, even though I plan to only post on like Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. So all those blue lines that you see right now on that one, which is the January blog tracker, it's actually space that I wasn't using at all, and I didn't want to confuse myself, so I just colored it in. And so the way that I'm doing it for February is going to be able to, it's just going to be a lot easier to read and handle. And so right now I'm just writing out all of my blog posts, the names of everything, and when I post them, just so I don't have to keep flipping back and forth, because that's kind of a pain, and it's just going to be easier so I can do the February tracker all in one. yeah, so that's what I came up for my February blog tracker. And then to keep up with the little pink Valentine theme, I just added some scallops to the edges. And now I'm going to start working on the February daily tracker. So I'm going to flip back to my January tracker and just write down what I tracked for January and keep those same things. And I think I added 1 or 2 other things. And I'm going to keep the same format. It's real simple, and I really enjoy just how that's laid out and how I use it to track everything that I want to track each day. And so here I'm going to start writing out February, but I actually made a mistake and I started writing like FB or FD. And I think this was my first mistake in setting up February, but I had a little fix since I have that Valentine theme and I had a heart sticker. I was like, I'm just going to cover it up. It's so easy just to cover up your mistakes or make them into something different. And so I remembered how to spell February and I wrote it out there. And after the January tracker, I would normally go into the dailies, but I wrote out some ideas that I wanted to do for February, and before I started the dailies, I wanted to include those collections. One of them was a list of people I needed to write back. I typically I just keep the envelopes nearby, and it's kind of a constant reminder, but I like just the idea of tracking it because I have a long list of people that I need to write back right now. And seeing that every day in my bullet journal is going to kind of keep me motivated, I hope. So for this collection, I'm keeping it very simple. I'm just noting the name, the location of the person, when I received their letter, and when I sent a reply. And then after I finished this video, I went through and wrote down everyone that I received letters from and who still needs a reply. And unfortunately, it took up like half the page here, so I imagine this is going to be filled up very quickly. And I probably will have to do a few of these throughout February. We'll see. And the last collection I wanted to add was for the Rock Your Handwriting Challenge. I think that's being put out by Boho Berry with a few other co-hosts through Instagram. And it's just a little challenge. You have a prompt every day of something you should write out. And so I was really interested in doing that. For one, it will get me posting on Instagram kind of regularly, and it'll be just kind of fun to do. So I'm just writing out each day's prompt, so I will have that handy without having to look it up on the internet or through Instagram each time. And then I can kind of check it off as I go. And again, just that constant reminder when I'm flipping through my bullet journal to do that every day. So I think that will be pretty helpful. And so the last thing I'm going to be doing is just writing out my first daily, so for February 1st, and I'm coming up with more of a consistent day header. In January, I just kind of did whatever came to mind, and it was really all over the place and just kind of silly looking. So I wanted to do the same thing for each date and day of the week. And so I'm just doing the date in a little circle with scallop around the edges and just writing out the day and putting little like slash marks on the edge of each letter. And I'm trying something new that I got from Boho Berry, which is a time tracker. So at the top there, I just wrote out like 12 a.m. to 11 p.m. And then you basically just track what you do each day. So you have like a portion for sleep, a portion for work, personal time. You know, I might track if I go to the gym, or how long I spend doing things for Staedtler Life, like my Instagram, blog, YouTube. And it looked cool. I'm about 3 days into using it, and I'm not that impressed with it. It doesn't really help me. I don't know. I work 8 hours a day, 8+ hours a day. And outside of that, I'm either at the gym, at home, or sleeping. And when I'm at home, you know, I'm just kind of doing whatever. I don't need to track my time that way. so I'm not really finding it that useful. I might try and keep it up throughout February and see if if my opinion changes. Now I'm just going to be adding the finishing touches to February, so on my overview, just jotting in anything I have upcoming. Like as I mentioned, I have the dentist appointment on Friday, so I will be doing my crown prep for my front teeth, which I'm so excited about. That just means one more appointment for me, and after this appointment, I will get permanent crowns on my front teeth, and then I can start eating like a normal human being, and I am so excited for that to happen. And then I also completed one of my blog posts, so I wanted to try out my new tracker and just kind of fill that in and get a feel for the tracker. And that completes my February setup. I hope you enjoyed the video. Thank you for watching. Bye!